let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. White and Brown are the wingmen. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Sam Hauser. And it's Cada in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Pistons, they've got Duren. Duncan Robinson is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then it's Asar Thompson. And it's Stewart in at the power forward. And it's Detroit to start out. And the NBA always with a great slate of games on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. They've done a great job making that a priority, Grant.
Yeah, they have, B.A. The whole world owes so much to the work of Dr. King. And the NBA has always made sure to honor him on his day.
Now here's Pritchard. Here's Brown. Pritchard finds Brown. Shoots over Thompson. Brown, no good. Robinson against Pritchard. Three-pointer, Stewart. Kicks it out to Cunningham. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. He buries it from three.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, J.B. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. Coach showed nothing but respect for Derek White. He told me White is the ultimate glue guy. He's not worried about his stats. Instead, he fills in the gaps and does whatever is necessary to help his team win. He is truly an unselfish player. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Ooh, that's a... Duren with a screen on Pritchard. Cunningham passes to Duren. Cunningham outside. Shot clock at 6. Shoots off the step back, and it's good. 2 points.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
Outside, Brown. Robinson against White. Back to Brown. White looking it over to the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Cade Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key, adding, win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out. out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
And the dunk by Duren.
Impressive dime by Cunningham. You can tell he really loves sharing the ball, getting his guys going.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. So a moment now to see the story for Duncan Robinson. Cunningham against Pritchard. Now here's Thompson, tightly guarded. Robinson for 3. The Pistons rebound. Duren finds Stewart. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Boston trailing. Pritchard with it. No points yet. Back to White. The 3 is up. And again, Boston with the triple.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And the dunk by Duren.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
On the wing, Hauser. From downtown. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Hauser's got 6 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Robinson for 3. Misses again, now 0 for 3. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for Boston. It's a 3-point game. Last time they met in Boston,
they lost the battle of the second units the last time these teams played and lost the game.
Stewart outside. And finished off by Stewart.
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career.
Celtics lead by 3. Up top, Pritchard. He's watched by Cunningham. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown inside. Working on Thompson. Brown, that's good.
Night in, night out, Brown just makes plays.
Cunningham looking around. To the inside. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Sam Hauser. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
Here's Keita. 14 points for him last game against Atlanta.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
5 to shoot. Brown can't hit. Pistons trail by 3. For 3, Robinson. Boston pulls it in. Keita's got 4 rebounds in the game. Brown passes to White. To the middle. Here's Keita. And Boston again with the bucket.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so...
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Boucher's checked in for Boston. Anthony Simons comes in for Pritchard. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You look at the Pistons. They've been outstanding halfway through this season. And, of course, there's the Celtics, behind 4.5 games.
Right now for Detroit, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Cunningham's got his second basket on the night.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Green's checked in for Detroit. LeVert comes in for Robinson. A nice shot by Brown.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Cunningham against Simons. And here's LeVert for three. Boston pulls it in. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Atlanta.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
Here's Cunningham following the bucket by Boston. Here's Duren. Cunningham passes to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Boston leading by 3. Here's Brown. White, the pass to Brown. Cunningham against Simons. 5 on the clock. Spins. Boucher outside. Off target with the 3. Cunningham against Simons. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Walsh. Boston has gone 4 of 5 from distance here on the floor.
Oh, nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? 1:19 left to play in the first. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Here's Brown. Coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. Inside. Outside White. Nice ball movement by Boston. There's Simons with a 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Pistons trail by 3. Stewart outside. Pass to Duren. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And here's Simons. He's watched by Cunningham. There's 18 seconds left in the opening quarter. And they take the lead.
Yeah, just too much Cade. I mean, he was able to fight through for points.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. That free throw good from Cunningham. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. LeVert goes against Simons. To end the run. The putback. Tillman. Chalk up 2 there.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Jalen Duren has been leading the charge for the Pistons. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. We'll be right back after this word. And welcome back to our NBA coverage on this very special MLK Day. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Green out there with Holland. Then it's Karis LeVert. Then it's Paul Reed. And it's Jenkins in at the point guard position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Pistons. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you guys.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Pass to Holland. Lets it go from deep. Hits a three-pointer. Jenkins has gotten himself on the board with a three there. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Tillman misses.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Pass to Reed on the wing. Green. Oh, swiped away. Down low. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game.
Not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Oh, nice ball movement by LeVert. A welcome sign for this team.
And here's Simons outside, and Reed pulls it down. For Detroit, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Holland. Lets the three fly. The rebound, Celtics.
Even though it didn't go down, they'll take that shot every time.
Here's Walsh. Simons, right side. And here's Pritchard, down to 5 on the shot clock. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. Puts it up. And it's Simons missing.
Decent look from mid-range. You almost have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Jenkins has got 6 here in the quarter.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. So for the Pistons, Thompson, he's checked in for Reed. Robinson comes in for LeVert. And Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Simons. And the jam by Brown.
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
Outside Robinson. Back to Cunningham. Green against Brown. Outside, Green. And here's Cunningham outside. It's hauled in by White. The Celtics have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Brown passes to Boucher. Pritchard against Cunningham. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Pritchard.
Okay, time to take a breath, fellas. Plays like that should not happen.
And Detroit making a change here. Stewart's checked in. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Stewart outside. Detroit moving the ball around. Cunningham got a piece of it. Outside, Brown. Oh, Jaylen Brown! A strong finish. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better. Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Pass to Brown. Takes a 3. Doesn't go there. Now he's 6 for 9.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And Holland, the bucket on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 9 assists now tonight.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Now here's Brown. 12 points for him. Pritchard from outside. The rebound by Stewart. Detroit leading by 4. Stewart, a screen on Pritchard. And here's Cunningham outside. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. And Brown has got the ball here for Boston. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Thompson, that's good.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Here's Pritchard. He's scoreless. Launches a 3. Up again. Tries again. Boucher passes to Tillman. Outside White. Now here's Brown. Over Thompson. Again, the miss by Boston. And here's Detroit. They're on a 14-6 run. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. Boston also changing it up. Cadis checked in for Tillman. Hauser comes in for Boucher. And Simon has subbed in for Pritchard. Duren, the pass to Cunningham. Three-pointer, Stewart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Celtics trail by 9. White, the pass to Simons. To the left wing. White finds Brown. 6 to shoot. Thompson pulls it in. Detroit has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
White, good.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Cunningham into the lane. Here's the 3. And the Pistons, another 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
White for 3. And the Celtics, another 3.
And they're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
Thompson passes to Robinson. Another 3 for Detroit.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Celtics trail by 11. White on the wing. Robinson defending. And here's Brown for 3. The Pistons clear it.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Thompson left side. Fires from deep. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got 5 rebounds in the game. Brown passes to Simons. Back to Brown. Pass to Hauser. Tries it from the top of the key. That's short off the rim.
Well, the defense was fortunate. That was a good look from mid-range. He just was trash.
Here's Robinson. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Robinson's got 5 points.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Here's Simons. Back to Brown. Here's Queta, covered by Duren. Outside, Brown. Off target from outside.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Robinson. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The kick out to White. The 3. Rebound Detroit. Duren's got 7 rebounds in the game. Cunningham outside. Stewart outside. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Duren, the pass to Thompson. Picked by Stewart. To the right side. Fires the 3. And the dunk by Duren.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Hauser passes to White. And here's Simons. And stolen by Cunningham. And so it's Detroit, up 15 points as this quarter concludes. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Detroit Pistons.
They're taking the traditional approach of working it inside and then going outside. That stretched out that defense.
Yeah, it's about time. Once you establish that inside game, everything away from the bucket opens up.
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
Yeah, these two are getting after it. They're working overtime to be the guy. They've got each other fired up.
It's almost like they're playing their own game of one-on-one. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Hey there, everyone. Glad you could join us on MLK Day on 2K Sports. Jalen Duren with a strong contribution so far on this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. Down by 15. The floor is spaced for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But you live by the three, die by the three. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
On the floor for Boston. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Jaylen Brown is out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Queta in at the center position.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Brown looking around. White for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Brown against Thompson. Duren with a screen on Brown. Thompson passes to Duren. Nifty move. And the dunk by Duren.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
Outside White. Pass to Hauser. From deep. Duren with a rebound. Detroit leading by 14. There's Cunningham with a three. Hauser grabs the board.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
The three ball. Tips it up. Outside Pritchard. 4-3. Detroit with a rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And look at the lack of hesitation. Cade gets the ball and is confident he can make the shot.
Now here's Brown. He's got 12. Hauser outside for three. Can't hit that one. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Cunningham throws it down.
Cutting apart the
Timeout.
defense on the drive. Cunningham skilled at getting to the cup.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And quickly, the 2K leaderboard, showing the teams blocking the most shots over the last month. The Pistons, #1.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
Thompson against Brown. Pass to Keita. Now White. There's the three. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
The Pistons lead by 15. Now Cunningham. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
The kick out to White. Launches it. And again, Boston with the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul of the game. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Graham.
Yes, indeed, B.A. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Thompson. Boston pulls it in. Keita's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Brown inside, defended by Thompson. Brown passes to Pritchard. Three-pointer off the mark.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Now here's Brown. He's got 12. Hauser can't get it to go.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And the dunk by Duren.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Outside, Brown. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
For 3, Robinson. And Pritchard pulls it down. Celtics trail by 16. White, the pass to Brown. To the paint. Here's Keita. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Keita's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
Yes, Peyton Pritchard doing it at the NBA level. But he was a beast in the college ranks too, Richard.
All-time leader in games played, minutes, and assists in his conference. The only player to reach 1,900 points, 600 assists, and 500 rebounds in the conference. That's pretty tough.
Jenkins is checked in for Cunningham. Walsh is checked in for Boston. Brown against Thompson. Outside White. Takes the 3. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Stewart outside. Pass to Jenkins. From behind the arc. Offensive rebound. Thompson. Blocked. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Guys?
You love that confidence. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
That one falls.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Left side, Pritchard. Up top, Brown. Defended by Thompson. Walsh can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Holland, he's checked in for Stewart. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
And Detroit has possession. After the basket by Boston. Counted from distance. Jenkins has got 9 points.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
A nice shot by Brown. Pass to Holland. And down it goes. 2 points. Holland's gotten his second bucket on the night.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
And there's the screen. Here's Brown. Hits the front of the rim and out.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to Jenkins. And the dunk by Duren.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Now here's Pritchard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Brown, no good. Here's the Pistons with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run, and the call will be against Derek White. That'll be a second foul of the game. Green's checked in for Detroit. LeVert comes in for Robinson. Boston also changing it up. Boucher's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Simon has subbed in for Pritchard. LeVert goes against White. LeVert left side. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
And it's Simons missing. The Pistons lead by 21. LeVert outside. Pass to Jenkins. Jacks up a three. He drops it from range. Jenkins has got 12 points in the game.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
There's Simons with a three. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. With 2 seconds left. He's off on that one. Jalen Duren has been leading the charge for the Pistons. Dominating on the glass. What a quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And again, happy Martin Luther King Day as we return to the court here on 2K Sports. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. They've got Karis LeVert, Holland out there with Paul Reed. Then there's Cunningham, and it's Green in a small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Well, the Celtics shooting about 47%, a nice number. And here's Simons outside. The Pistons clear it.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Green for three. Not going to go that time. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Here's Pritchard following the score by Detroit. Pass to Walsh. Fires the three. Sinks the tray. Walsh has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And so it's Boston with it, following the score by Detroit.
Didn't get a 3 in the first half, but now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
Cunningham against Pritchard. From about 16, again, the Pistons score.
Yeah, I just love how Cunningham alters his pace to get what he wants.
Simons outside. Pass to Walsh. Back to Simons from outside the arc. And Reed pulls it down. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's Cunningham with a 3. Boston pulls it in. Tillman's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Out to Simons. Over LeVert. Again, Simons missing.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Pass to Holland. Now Cunningham fires for 3. Boston pulls it in. Boucher's got 4 rebounds now. Simons with it, picked up by Cunningham. Simons deciding where to go with it. Tillman with a screen. Back to Simons. 6 on the shot clock. Another miss by Simons.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Celtics.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Stewart, he's checked in for Detroit. Boston also changing it up. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boucher. And Derek White subbed in for Walsh. Cunningham has the open look. The wide open shot is on the money. Cunningham's got 23.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
Here's Brown. The rebound by Stewart. The Pistons have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the 4th. Pass to LeVert. Detroit moving the ball around. Cunningham on the wing. He's guarded by White. Cunningham against White. And it's Cunningham missing. Boston on offense. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Holland with a rebound. Holland's got 4 rebounds now. LeVert with the ball. Now guarded by White. Stewart, the pass to Cunningham. And here's LeVert for 3. Boston pulls it in.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
And Detroit making a change here. Reed's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Cadis checked in for Tillman. Now here's Simons. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less, Graham.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career. And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal. There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
And there it is for him.
And that one was on a platter. He won't miss those very often.
Green against White. Queta. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
And it's Cunningham missing.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Brown passes to Queta, and that one is hammered home.
Love to see Brown facilitate out of a pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
For Detroit, they've gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the 4th. To the inside, here's Reed. It's tipped. Simons outside. You know, one of the ideas that's been thrown around for the All-Star festivities, a one-on-one tournament with $1 million prize on the line, RJ.
That is amazing when you think about that number, but players are making $75, $80 million a season. Ultimately, that's got to come from within, the want to compete against the best on the biggest stage. This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Here's Brown. Holland with a rebound. Holland's got rebound number 5 here tonight. LeVert passes to Reed, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Now here's Brown. Pass to Simons. Beyond the arc. And Reed pulls it down.
He really hasn't had it offensively tonight. This team needs him to play better.
Cunningham on the wing. There's the block. White on the wing. Green covering. On the wing, Simons. Back to Brown. There's the triple. The rebound by Detroit.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Green. Three-pointer. No good. And here's Simons. And Richard, for those vets who haven't won a ring yet, how hard is it to take less money to join a contender?
It is not hard, and contenders typically count on that, because once you've made the money, if you've made it that far in your career, if there's one thing left that you want to accomplish, that's win a ring.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Pistons.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Yeah, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And so they'll chalk up another win and put themselves at 31 wins on the year.
And with this victory, they conclude this season series, having won 3 out of 4 games these two teams played.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Cade Cunningham.
He ran things with precision, great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
The shot by LeVert, no good. Boston on offense. Outside, Brown. White on the wing. Three-pointer. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Now here's Cunningham. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.